Back to see sparks flying down in the paint tonight. Greg, a couple of very talented centers matching up head-to-head in this one.
But with the way the game is played today, we could see them battling at the arc. Modern bigs make their presence felt now all over the floor.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at point guard.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And they pick up two.
Boy, what a pass. X-ray vision, leadership skills. CP3, a surefire first ballot Hall of Famer.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Monty Williams gave me a few minutes to catch up. He said a primary concern is to prevent those easy three-point looks from outside. He said closing out hard on the shooters is going to be the key. If they don't bother the shooters, he said, it's going to be a very long 4 quarters. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Devising a strategy to take away that three-point shot. Now Edwards, after Devin Booker missing on that last three-pointer. That one from long range.
And, you know, for Edwards, it's about hitting the three consistently. This will help take his game to the next level.
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit. Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Now here's Paul. Dishes it to KD. Just 5 on the clock. And finished up by KD.
Or the elevation from Durant should come as no surprise there. I mean, he's dangerous above the rim, and he can go way above it too, folks.
I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history, not focusing on the past. Just keep evolving as a team.
He gets it in there.
Boy, his timing is just superb. Durant absolutely lethal on catch and shoot opportunities.
Conley against Paul. Now here's Conley. Not a lot of room. And here's Edwards from the arc. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Suns. It's Durant on the wing. Puts up a 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. KD's got 9.
If Durant can find just a slice of an opening at the arc, he'll take it. His accuracy is just that good.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. It's in there. Conley with the assist.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
You know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
Here's Durant. Paul surveying the floor. The 3. KD can't get it to go. Timberwolves trail by 4. Here's Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
Boy, the athleticism of Edwards is something to behold. Love watching him sky up to throw it down.
For 3, Booker. Gobert pulls it in. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Towns, the screen. Conley kicks to Towns. Fires for 3. It doesn't go for him. And Phoenix will come the other way. Booker outside. There's 39 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Out to KD. A second chance effort. Anthony Edwards with the rebound.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
There's 21 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And finished off by Gobert.
And, you know, you give Edwards credit for making the right decision there, feeding his teammate. Smart, good basketball.
The three from KD. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Outside Edwards. Towns wide open. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Timberwolves lead by 3. We'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Their chemistry. That's what really stood out so far in this one to me. Look at the number of assists they've been able to rack up so far.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high percentage looks.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the 1.
Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency. But you look at Ayton's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
To the inside. Here's Gobert. Tries again. Towns kicks to Edwards. Conley with a wide open look. No good on the triple. And for Ayton, the numbers are impressive indeed, averaging a double-double every season.
And he's got all the tools. Next steps, making more plays for others, and they've been working on his shooting range to open up the lane a bit more.
Edwards finds McDaniel. Outside Conley. Towns down low, defended by Paul. Here's McDaniels. Another miss by Minnesota.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Conley against Paul. Durant wide open. He fires. No good from outside.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Outside Edwards. Towns, the pass to McDaniels. 6 to shoot. Here's Edwards. Kevin Durant with the rebound. And it's Paul with the ball for the Suns. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Durant attacking, and then Durant with the dunk.
You know what the result's going to be when Durant makes a move to the bucket like that. Just a matter of how hard is he going to throw it down.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
Edwards against Booker. And it's off the back rim, no good.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
In just 4 seasons, Phoenix Greg went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
Edwards against Booker. Knocked away. Paul with the steal. Booker dishes to Ayton. Outside, KD. We've got 1:13 left here in the second.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. Anderson outside. Pass to Noel. And there's the pass to Reed. Here's Prince driving to the basket. Somehow misses the one-handed flush. The Suns have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Anderson with the block. Prince, right side. There's the triple. And that one is off. And Phoenix will come the other way. Shamet with it. Pass to Craig. There's the three. It's hauled in by Noel.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And there's the foul. It's on Torrey Craig. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Shamet with the steal.
And thought that pass was going to get through, but no. All of a sudden, he was going the other way with the basketball.
Thank you, David. And second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Monty Williams. Here's Alexander Walker. Good on the triple. Alexander Walker's got it all tied up now for Minnesota. Well, Greg, we see it every year. Those overachieving teams in the NBA. What enables them to be greater than the sum of their parts?
Well, listen, luck can play a part, but confidence is a huge factor as well. If you walk into that gym every night believing you'll find a way to win, oftentimes you do.
Here's KD, and finished off by KD.
And, you know, once Durant notices a lane, you're toast. I mean, using his long strides to get inside fast, unstoppable.
Noel passes to Alexander Walker. Launches a 3. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay.
And Booker puts up a deep 3. And Ayton stays with it.
And using that 7'5" wingspan, putting it back off the miss, one of Ayton's specialties.
Alexander Walker passes to Noel. Crops in the layup for 2.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
And the Suns call their first time out of the game.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And, Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
And Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Good awareness that time to put the shot right back up before the defense could react.
Anderson kicks to Prince. And no good. And Phoenix the other way now. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Noel, no good. Suns leading by 3. To the middle. Here's Biyombo. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Boy, the upside of Biyombo is impressive. An undersized center who makes up for it with really great heart, especially on defense.
Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Craig down low. Guarded by Prince. Craig can't get it to go. Timberwolves trail by 3. To the paint. Here's Alexander Walker. He's guarded by Ross and finished off by Anderson.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Warren lays it up off the glass.
You know, I like seeing Warren do work inside. He might be a three-point shooter, most known for that, but he's still 6'8". You got to do some work in the paint.
Minnesota calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
It's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Conley with it, now guarded by Ayton. And the Timberwolves call time.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot riding on.
Down low, knocks it loose. And with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Gobert.
And how about the play by Gobert there in the paint? Not afraid to get physical on his way to the basket.
Ball passes to Booker. Inside. Here's Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
Rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Guys, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Gobert, fouled in the act of shooting, gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. Gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves.
A nice shot by KD.
The defense has no answer for him right now.
Well, they're trying everything. Nothing's working. He's just piling up point after point.
Gobert with a screen on Paul. Out to Edwards. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound by the Suns. Over to the wing. Here's Octopi. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Phoenix ahead, up by 6. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Suns leading by 6. On the court for Minnesota. Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. From deep. Towns down low. Passes it to Gobert. Out of bounds. Phoenix takes possession. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Phoenix Suns. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. Outside Durant. Back to Paul. Paul is doubled. He kicks it to KD. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Booker, and he drives in. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. Booker's got the lead up to 8 now for the Suns. Conley, the pass to Gobert. Out to Conley. Gobert with the screen for Conley. Hits the 3-point bomb.
And what a smart player Conley is, able to analyze defenses and pick and rolls and make the right read.
Durant with a screen on Edwards. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Phoenix.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
They brought the hard hats and the lunch bells with them, too. Done some great work down inside.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Conley scanning the floor with the drive. Here's Gobert, 6 on the shot clock. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And how about the recognition by Gobert? I mean, of course, it does help when you're 7 feet like Rudy. It can give you a clean view of the court.
And the jam by Kevin Durant.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Conley's shot is off.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Paul passes to Ayton. From downtown, it's hauled in by Edwards. Timberwolves trail by 6. Lets it go from deep. Here's Towns. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Kevin Durant.
Good show of power that time by Towns, putting his shot up despite the foul.
He hits both from the stripe.
Tremendous job at the line as usual. You can always bank on him in those situations.
Ayton a screen on Conley. Paul kicks to Booker. Outside for Durant. Over to the left wing. Octopi inside the three-point line. That's in, coming off the assist from KD.
Would have been impossible for KD to miss his teammate there. He was wide open.
Here's Conley. Count it. And he'll have a chance for a three-point play. Chris Paul picks up that.
That's just being a pro. Conley understanding the moment and rising to the occasion. And with the and one, he's cut it to a one-possession game. Just terrific determination on his part.
Paul passes to KD. There's a minute 40 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And the basket by Octopi.
Well, I like this from Octopi. I mean, still refining his perimeter game, so he makes his presence felt inside.
Conley kicks to Edwards. He feeds it to Gobert. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
It's Gobert showing some guts on that one. With that win, a good bet to get off a good look in that crucial moment.
Fires from deep. That one misses. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Pass to McDaniels. Outside, Towns. Towns sets the pick for Edwards. And it's Conley penetrating. Money! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Somebody's lit a fire under Mike Conley.
And here's Booker from the arc. Minnesota with the rebound.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Towns sets the pick for Edwards. McDaniels finds Edwards. The pass to Towns to take the lead. Hits the 3.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Booker against Edwards. Booker the pass to Paul. Looking to end the run. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
just embracing the spotlight and the chance to be.
The coach's challenge has been issued. Post game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can review
The previous play is under
the
review.
original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
It really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. We're double-checking, and the game continues on.
You can't have any more pressure on you than he had at the line right there. Shows you what he's made of as he's able to tie it up.
Minnesota calls timeout. It's tied at 52. 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Six seconds left in the fourth quarter. Edwards. Myst. Oh, it's off the mark. And we're going to overtime. And regulation now complete. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. Now here's Paul. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the 3. And it's Ayton missing. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. To the middle, stolen by Durant. And here is Paul. Outside Durant. To the paint. Here's Okogie. 5 to shoot. Booker the pass to Okogie. With the shot. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. The Timberwolves shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Pass to Gobert. Stolen by Durant. Up and in on the layup. Durant's got the first basket here in overtime for Phoenix.
No stage too big for KD. If you need a basket, he's your man.
Paul outside. Ayton finds Paul. Shoots from the line, and he hits the jump shot. And it's a 4-point Phoenix lead.
Tell you what, it's pretty obvious why CP3 is the man they rely on in these big moments. I mean, he's courageous, fearless, and productive.
Got a piece of it, and taken away by Paul. Passes it to KD, and KD throws it down.
Easy feasting for KD. I mean, he's been killing them tonight. They just don't have an answer for him.
It's Edwards on the wing to the inside. McDaniels, and so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make,
The previous play is
action
under
is
review.
so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like that.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. We're double checking, and the game continues on.
And McDaniels drops them both.
And great work at the line there to chip away at the lead. A few more productive trips here, and things could really get interesting.
Stolen by Michael Conley. Now McDaniels. Down low. Here's Gobert. Out to Edwards. Outside, Towns. Off target from outside.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that one. This is when some players pull in and tighten up a bit, but if you're talking about CP3, this is when it becomes fun for him.
To the middle, Durant with the steal. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Paul with the ball. Lock at 6. Back to Booker. Lets it go with a 3. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Booker's got the lead up to 9 now for the Suns. Here is Conley. From deep three-point range, and the miss. So the Suns win it. They escape. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight.
I smack clowns with mad style.
guards, Grant. They're both very talented.
Yeah, B.A., you know I love great guard play. And, of course, each team has some serious skills at that position. So expect a fast pace of play, lots of threes. It should be one heck of a matchup.
Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Ivica Zubac's out there with Robert Covington. And it's Westbrook in at the point.
Kawhi rising up and bringing that one down.
Screen by Durant. Three-pointer. Booker can't get it to go. Pass to Covington. And here's Westbrook. Second chance shot. Covington passes to George. Drops in the three.
Man, that one looked good all the way. Paul George from deep range.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Booker for three. Gets the three ball to go.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
Now here's Booker to the inside. Ayton with it. Ayton, a screen on Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. It's Durant with a drive. And Durant with the big finish.
Durant almost 7 feet. It's just hard to believe watching how well he moves.
And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did. And a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
The Suns have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. The kick out to Paul. Durant with a screen on Westbrook. And there's a whistle. That goes on Robert Covington. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Westbrook against Paul. Pass to Durant. Okogie on the wing. 4 on the clock. And Russell Westbrook gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. They now take the lead.
Able to find himself in the mid-range. That's a look that Kevin Durant will settle into.
Will it go? George drives in. And George with the jam.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hops, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points. A nice shot by Booker.
And this is the type of play where Devin Booker is going to gain a lot of confidence and might start getting aggressive. I've gotten used to Devin Booker putting up huge numbers, so a 40-point game for him feels like another day at the office.
Now here's Westbrook. Pass to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Talk about a monster slam. There's some serious power to his game.
Just a little hesitation by the D. Then it was too late to block his path.
That's impressive. Kevin Durant just getting up and throwing it down.
Well, you talk about Booker's high-powered offense. He's a rare member of the 70-point club with only 5 other players in NBA history. Brett, you got Wilt, Kobe, David Thompson, Elgin Baylor, and David Robinson.
Man, B.A., if you could sit down at a table to talk about your 70-point night, I'd like to be a server at that table.
Now here's Westbrook. Covington passes to George. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Well, height and length at that position for Paul George, that's problematic for a defender, and he used his size to draw the foul that time.
George hits them both. And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Grant.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals, but without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
Now here's Leonard. Pass to Zubac. Here's Covington. Zubac with it. He's covered by Ayton. 4 on the clock. Here's George. Oh, he misses the go-ahead basket.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
27 seconds left in the first quarter here. Here's Durant. Misses off the right iron. The Clippers have gone 5 of 9 from the floor. Here's Leonard. Excellent D there from Booker.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
.11 seconds left now in the first quarter. Ball drives in. Pass to Booker. Oh, George with a steal. Well, it's been a high-scoring, competitive game through the first quarter of play. The Suns on top.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Houston team.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. All right, guys, what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Josh Okogie is out there with Kevin Durant, and it's Ayton in at the center position. That's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter.
This is how Chris Paul keeps the defense honest, making enough threes that you can't leave them alone anywhere on the floor.
And Brent, we hear talk about teams finding their identity. For those that don't know, can you break down what that really means?
Well, one of the key things, BA, is you come out of a training camp in any given year, you're trying to find the right rotation of players and combinations of players that's going to establish what it is that you're capable of doing. And 30 games into the season, that identity can start to show itself. Great coaches in the league will adapt to the things that they're seeing from their rosters to give them the best chance to win.
Just 2 to shoot. Ross passes to Warren. And Russell Westbrook pulls it down. The Clippers trail. To the paint. That's good from Covington on the assist by Westbrook.
And Russell right now playing heads up, looking for guys.
Warren for 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
You've got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out brings it.
Out to Covington. Down low. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Here's Shamet. Three-pointer, no good.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide-open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them. They'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space, just clanked it.
After a tough decade for the Suns between 2010 and 2020, they are once again a team to be reckoned with in the NBA, Brent.
Oh, man, the cachet of talent that this roster has is tremendous, and this team really came together in a hurry, and they're going to be a force for the next few years to come.
The Clippers have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. The 3 from Craig. Westbrook with the rebound. Well, Los Angeles shooting has been great. 57% and finding ways to score consistently. Ooh, got that one up quick. George has got 10.
It's just a drop in the bucket for PG-13. He will roast you from the corners if you let him.
Fires for 3. No luck on that one. And Los Angeles the other way now. Driving in. Got it. Makes him 4 for 6 from the floor.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Here's Shamet, pounded by Westbrook. It's deflected. Now George. He's got 12. The layup misses. Here's Shamet. He's guarded by Zubac. Inside. Back to Shamet. 1:33 left to play in the half. Shoots over Zubac. And the Suns get it back. Pass to Shamet. Oh, got a piece of it. And Biyombo slams it home.
Oh, man, he got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Westbrook with the miss. Phoenix has gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. Biyombo high post. And there's a whistle. That goes on Robert Covington. That'll be a second foul of the game. And the Suns going with a whole new group out there.
Substitution on the court.
Outside Durant. It's hauled in by the Clippers. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
54 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Paul into the lane. Outside Booker. Ayton, a screen on George. Booker for 3. Sinks it from distance. Booker's got 9.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
He was all alone on that one.
I mean, is there another guy in the league who knows when his team needs this kind of lift? Kawhi getting those 3 points right back.
Here's a 3 from Paul. It's rebounded by Zubac. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 6 of 9 attempts to go in the second. Looking good. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Leonard. Here's Paul. To the middle. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac.
And Ayton has done such a good job of staying focused and really staying in his lane to make the contributions that he does.
And George with the jam.
You gotta love his unselfishness, and you know his coach does as well.
Well, not just coach, but we can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him. They appreciate it when he shares the ball like that. Can you add that one to the...
It's all tied in Phoenix. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Paul George has been sensational.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
They're just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Checking out the group for Ty Lue to start the second half. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac, and it's Westbrook in at the point guard position.
Well, DeAndre Ayton was so valuable in that 2021 playoff run for the Suns. Shot over 65% the entire postseason on their way to that NBA Finals appearance.
Leonard outside. George outside. The 3 is up. Here's Zubac. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. And they want a second opinion on that call. The signal for the coach's challenge has been made.
Shooting for the Clippers. Ivica Zubac. 2 shots.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area.
The previous play.
We have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
The ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
George outside. Tries again. Ooh, Ayton with the block.
Well, Ayton flashing some good movement there and great timing.
Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now. things are starting to come together for them. And the lead is starting to grow, too.
Coaches always talk about the first 5 minutes of the third quarter. They have definitely increased their energy level here. Well, still a few years out, but the Clippers have to be excited about moving into their own arena in 2024. So much innovation has gone into the design of the building, and it just looks incredible.
Amen. And the Clippers felt they needed to build their own arena to establish some identity.
Yeah, no doubt about it that they could be their own franchise away from the shared building with the Lakers. And for so long in LA, they've been treated as sort of the second-rate team, and that just shouldn't happen. So having their own arena, it's moving them well into the right direction.
And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on a 10-1 run. Booker fires from way outside. Another three for Phoenix.
And Booker heating up like this, it's going to lift the confidence of the entire team when he gets it going offensively.
Westbrook, the pass to Covington. Kicks it out to Westbrook. Back to Covington. Leonard outside. Going inside. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
And don't give a cerebral player like Leonard that kind of opening. He'll read that gap.
Aiden with a screen. Outside Durant. The three. And it's out of bounds. Still Phoenix's ball. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Oh, showing no signs of giving up this lead. That block sent shockwaves into the opposition's sails.
Aiden finds Paul. 4-3. And there's Aiden on the assist from Paul. Paul's got his 4th assist in this one.
Well, you play pick and roll offense, you've got the perfect point guard in Paul. That's a lot of P's. Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
Booker fires from way outside. Rebound by the Clippers.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
George. Oh, denied by Durant.
Instinct, timing, length. KD, great D.
And the Suns getting another bucket right there.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
And the Suns going with a whole new group out there. A minute and a half left to play in the third quarter. Here's Shamet. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change.
The defense so concerned with Shamet and his shot-making ability, he makes the play that time.
Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now. But you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. He just makes everyone on this team so much better.
Los Angeles has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
Well, we've seen teams go all in to acquire Kawhi Leonard. Easy to see why. He just changes the course of a franchise. Any team he's on legitimately has a chance to win a title.
Here's Shamet, pounded by Westbrook. And Biyombo slams it home.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Or a good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Here's Warren. Here he goes. And he banks in the layup. Warren's got 5.
Nice move towards the basket there. You gave T.J. Warren a little too much room. And he's going to want to score.
George passes to Zubac. Westbrook with it. Picked up by Ross. Back to Westbrook. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Give him 8 points now.
There are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Warren against Leonard. Craig with a screen on Leonard. Back to Shamet. Craig attacking. Good work defensively by Leonard. Devin Booker. He's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for the Phoenix Suns. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. We've got TJ Warren. Landry Shamet is out there with Terrence Ross. Then it's Bismack Biyombo. And it's Craig in at the power forward spot. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Leonard on the take.
Well, staying with his man, Warren has the body to annoy shooters on the way up.
Oh, Covington with a block. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Covington.
Substitution on the court.
It's stolen by Leonard. Driving inside. The Suns clear it. Hayden's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Booker. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to go on Paul George.
You might as well throw up the points. Booker shot 90% from the free throw line during the regular season.
Good on the second one. Los Angeles has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Oh, and the dunk by George!
Paul George dunk contest? He's maybe a little older, but I love to see him get up.
And a deep 3 from Paul. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. And the Suns lead by 16. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 3 assists now in this one.
I mean, the guy is just cut from another cloth. No one is as competitive as Russell Westbrook. You know he's going to answer back.
Hayden finds Paul. To the inside. Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. It's Covington on the wing. Takes the 3. Phoenix grabs the miss. Hayden's got rebound number 8 now. Inside. Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. It's a one-on-one situation. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
And Covington says, bring it on. I'll take the contact, and I'll still finish.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Phoenix?
Their hot shooting from long distance has been the key. Spacing the floor and rising up with that confidence.
You want to talk about ball distribution. They've been dominating that aspect of the game. I think there's a bunch of bankers out there. They're dropping dime after dime.
Out of bounds. The Clippers will keep possession. And stolen by Booker. Paul passes to Durant. It's Booker on the wing, covered by Covington. There's the triple. Another 3 for Phoenix.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Los Angeles has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Westbrook, the pass to Zubac. Out to Leonard. Westbrook outside. Back to Leonard. And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 9th assist of the game now.
Great dribble move there. Kawhi using refined ball handling skills to get wherever he needs to on the floor.
Left side Durant. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Here's Paul. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up on Robert Covington.
So maybe now's the time when we talk about Chris Paul's intelligence. we don't have enough time.
And last year's outcome, so unfortunate for Paul and the Phoenix Suns, Trent.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, the best record in the league by 8 games. You know, it kind of seemed like Paul might finally get that ring. Just a heartbreaking loss for them against Dallas in Game 7.
Booker fires from way outside. The long-distance three is buried. Booker's got 24.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Suns.
Seemed like the sheer volume of three-pointers today was the deciding factor.
And they'd hit one and then just dial it up again. And it worked.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Devin Booker.
Now, this was a showcase night of his skills offensively. That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Booker, the pass to Paul. Booker against Westbrook. Down low, Durant hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. And the Suns lead by 15. Now here's George. Defense is right there. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
And where was this type of effort earlier in the game? Unfortunately, this run will be all for nothing.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
17 seconds left in the final quarter. Up top, Aiden tries it from 19. Again, the Suns good for 2.
You can feel the excitement in this arena. These guys have done one heck of a job.
Yeah, huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
So no problem for Phoenix as they get the win. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better.
Smack clowns with mad style.
And there's passing teams, and there should be a lot of fun watching these teams move the ball.
One of the things that strikes you about both of these teams is that they really enjoy playing with one another. Both play an unselfish brand of basketball. The ball is moving, everybody's touching it, and usually that's when the confidence is sky high.
And the Clippers starting five. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the point.
Defensively, few players have had a bigger impact than Rudy Gobert. That combination of energy and length and commitment, so good defensively.
Now here's Covington. It's hauled in by Edwards.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
And how about the impact Anthony Edwards has had?
This guy's a real game changer on the floor. Scores it at a high clip. Can play big inside and play big outside. Does everything on the floor with a passion, with a joy, and with a flair.
Now here's Conley. Stolen by Zubac. George against Edwards. Leonard attacking, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
You can see the handle of Kawhi Leonard so much tighter than it used to be. How confident is he off the dribble?
Towns finds Edwards. Towns a screen on George. Kept alive. Out to Edwards. Driving the lane, and Edwards with the stuff.
Straight power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk. Here's Westbrook.
Oh, that's unbelievable. The absolute ferocity from Russell Westbrook. The rim. My goodness, how you feeling?
Conley gets the bucket.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
George passes to Leonard. Nice move. Outside for George. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard.
Well, no hesitation. The full arsenal on display here. The catch and shoot, rise and fire. Yes, Paul George.
Towns sets the pick for Conley. Let's go. Gobert in the corner. Takes it inside. Out to Conley. Shot clock at 5. Gobert with a screen for Conley. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Well, Mike Conley has proven a consistent three-point shooter in his career. Get a hand up, folks.
Outside Leonard. From past the arc. That shot missing. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way.
Guys, you have to remember when thinking and talking about the Minnesota Timberwolves, it's an organization that is still so young.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
You know, basketball historians will remember that the Minneapolis Lakers, Doris, won 5 titles before relocating to Los Angeles in 1960.
And I think the current crop of T-Wolves fans, Kevin, see this as a completely different franchise from that historic team. In their minds, they haven't won a championship yet. And that fact should really motivate this current roster to get one for this group.
Here is Edwards, following the basket by Russell Westbrook. And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who spoke with Tyronn Lue.
Well, Kevin, he gave me some broad strokes regarding the game plan. He said we want to work the ball into the paint, high percentage looks, and then get to the foul line if we can. We'll see how they try to accomplish that throughout the game. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks.
How about the dribble drive ability of Paul George, the quick handles for a guy his size?
They double-team Conley, pass to McDaniels. He kicks to Gobert. Towns for 3. It's hauled in by Paul George. The Clippers trail. Westbrook passes to George. Now Covington. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And here's Leonard from 3. Good on the three-point shot. Leonard's got 5.
Well, Kawhi Leonard pure from the corner. Nice delivery, Kawhi.
Edwards against Leonard. Towns sets the pick for Conley. No good, unable to end this run. For Los Angeles, they've gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Got a piece of it. And now here comes Conley leading the break. Towns down low. Covington's there. That one goes in.
And offensively right now, each team getting what it wants.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
And that one drops for him.
Well, that's about tremendous vision. And remember, Paul George has the kind of size that allows him to survey the floor beautifully.
Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
And guys, I love the movement, doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at point. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. Towns, wide open, drills the three-pointer. He's got 6.
Boy, you like to see that kind of competitiveness from Karl Anthony Towns. You know this guy is going to settle the score with a 3 of his own.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. You know, of course, there's some pretty cool stories, aren't there, about Kawhi Leonard and what he has done in the community.
There really are, Kevin. I think about it. When he wins the Defensive Player of the Year award, that comes with a car. And instead of using it for his own personal use, he donated that to a children's welfare charity. This is the same guy who gave 1 million backpacks to kids in need in Los Angeles. Just a few of the things he does for his community.
Edwards with it. Leonard picks him up. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Here's Westbrook. He takes it in. And he uses the glass on the lane. Westbrook's got the lead up to 8 now for the Clippers.
Perhaps no play defines Russell Westbrook more than that. An explosive drive. Nicely done.
Edwards dishes to Gobert. Gobert with a screen on George. Here's Edwards. Back to Gobert. Knocked loose. Leonard with the steal. And oh, here we go. Covington's got it. The fast break chance. Fires the 3. Rebound, Minnesota. And here's Edwards from the arc. Outside Conley. This one for 3. Westbrook pulls it in.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Boy, he did everything right till he got to the rim. He needs to finish that.
And George, here we go. And George with the stop.
Boy, you have got to love the energy Paul George is playing with. Throws the hammer down.
Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota. And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Mann's checked in for Russell Westbrook. Anderson passes to Noel. Evaluating recent attempts, Doris, to create super teams. They haven't quite worked out as planned, have they?
What we understand now is the game isn't played on paper. So many things go into winning. Chemistry, health, and if you risk your future trying to put together a super team with no consideration for what comes next, that can be problematic.
Will it go? Anderson passes to Noel. Off target with his 3.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Second shot opportunity. That shot is off target. That makes him 2 for 3. Anderson outside. A three. Here's Noel. Defended by Covington. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Anderson from the arc. It's hauled in by George. Los Angeles leading by 12. Right wing. Man passes to George. And George with the stuff.
Well, Paul George leaving, no doubt. Nice finish.
The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Stolen by George. Fast break. Here we go. Misses the three. Minnesota's gotten into trouble with the three ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. At the top of the key, Reed. A shot off that time. Good D by Covington. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And then George with the jam.
Now, Paul George is an exceptional athlete and demonstrating his insane dunking skills there. Get this guy in the dunk competition.
LA has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Here's Noel. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Stolen by Zubats. The three from George. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. Thank you, David, for that interview.
19. The Clippers, 35.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubats is out there with Robert Covington, and it's man in at the point guard position.
What we know about Paul George, guys, is he's been a dominant force on both ends of the floor. He's proven he can be a #1 scorer. He has also proven he can guard the opponent's best scorer.
Doris, it's been great to see the Clippers rise to prominence over the last 10 years, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, listen, this was an organization that spent years in futility, but you have to admire the transformation that has led to consistent success. They used to be a franchise that made the playoffs maybe once in a decade. Now you expect them to contend in the West.
Minnesota with the rebound.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
There's a screen. Prince, the pass to Reed. Back to Prince. Shot clock at 6. Leonard with the steal. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Taurean Prince.
Because Kawhi Leonard has such a well-rounded offensive game, it's easy for him to put the defense in a bad position, draws contact there.
Doris, one thing that stood out about the Timberwolves last season was their fast-paced play.
No doubt, Kevin, and you can trace that directly to the head coaching position in Chris Finch. This is a group that loved to push the basketball up the floor, wanted to catch defenses before they had a chance to dig in the half court. And remember, that is the classic mark of a youthful team, particularly one with the athleticism that Anthony Edwards brings.
From deep, George. And here's Covington from the arc. It's good from long range. Covington's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And the Timberwolves call time here. And Los Angeles with some changes. Plumlee, he's checked in for Zubats. Gordon comes in for George. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Terrence Mann. The Timberwolves shooting 38% from the field, a pretty weak showing for them. Gobert with a screen for Conley. And he's good on the 3-ball. Conley's got 9.
Well, Mike Conley has mastered pick-and-roll play and does such a good job making the right decisions.
Westbrook with it. Now guarded by Towns. Covington's shot is off. Timberwolves trail by 20. Passes it to Gobert. Gobert with a screen on Westbrook. For 3, Edwards. The shot misses. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You can see the kind of savvy Kawhi Leonard plays with. This guy makes the defense commit and gets himself to the foul line. Gentlemen, if we go back to the summer of 2019, that is the summer where the Clippers got both Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. When they made those moves, everyone expected this to be an NBA Finals team.
Timberwolves have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Conley kicks to Towns. And Covington sends it back.
So disruptive at the defensive end. Look in the box score, and Covington will be the source of blocks and steals consistently.
They did, and thus far for Los Angeles, no finals trips in the last 3 seasons of Leonard and George.
That's exactly right, Kevin. In the bubble playoffs in Orlando, they got close. But then Kawhi got hurt during the 2021 playoffs, and last year, Kawhi out for the entire season. So health has been a critical factor in their failures.
Clippers leading by 23. Now here's Covington. And again, no good by the Clippers. Conley, the pass to McDaniels. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. McDaniels got his first bucket in this one.
There's a reason Mike Conley's teammates love playing with him. If you're open, I promise he'll find you.
Kicks it out to Gordon. 3-pointer. And he gets it back. There's the pass to Plumlee. Leonard with no one around. No good with the triple. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Timberwolves. 59 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Gobert the pass to Towns. Here's McDaniels. That's in there. Conley with the assist. McDaniels got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, we've come to expect this from Mike Conley, putting the pass on time and on target.
Westbrook kicks to Plumlee. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 18. Towns down low, defended by Covington. They get it again. Gobert, and finished off by Gobert.
Well, putting all of that 7-foot frame to use, Rudy Gobert has been one of the consistent offensive rebounders in the league.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Gordon with no one around. That one's off, still out of sync. Here's McDaniels. Towns down low. Here's Gobert. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers in. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
Well, Paul George simply stated is playing at a high level, getting to his spots and riding this wave of scoring.
Here's Towns. It's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got his 5th assist in this one.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end. But right now, the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
Summer of 2014, Doris. Paul George suffering a leg injury playing for the national team.
Kevin, I remember that injury like it was yesterday. There were many, including me, who wondered whether Paul George could ever be the same guy. And amazingly, he puts in all the necessary work, and I think has come back better. That is a huge credit to his work ethic and his grit. When Russell Westbrook makes a defensive play and gets in the open floor, look out, he will finish the play.
Here's Conley, kicks it to McDaniels. Leonard with the steal. And now the fast break. George with the ball. Buries the long-range jumper. George has got 24. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
For three, Covington. Offensive rebound. Back to Westbrook. Here he goes. Can't throw down the reverse jam. Timberwolves trail by 19 from the arc. And it's rebounded by Covington. Covington's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Leonard the pass to Plumlee. Covington against Towns. A 3 from Leonard. And it's Mike Conley with the rebound. Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. McDaniels kicks to Towns. Conley the pass to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Wow, why lay it in when you can send an emphatic message? Rudy Gobert on the dunk.
Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
You know, they barely needed other contributions. This lead has been built through his offense.
And it's sent back by Plumlee. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Plumlee. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. The kick out to Towns. Towns, a screen on Leonard. McDaniels passes to Towns. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Well, Karl Anthony Towns has that face-up three-point shot definitely in the offensive arsenal. You better put a hand up.
Here's Westbrook. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point. Well, for a big man, his stroke is just beautiful, and because of the height, it's so hard to challenge. That's miscommunication, and we rarely see that happen.
Timberwolves trail by 15. And here's George for 3. That shot off. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Towns for 3. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
And that is the kind of big-time shot that can really deflate a crowd.
And did he ever do that? Sound level right now, 0 in this arena.
Out to Edwards. Back to Towns. Clock at 6. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Towns, a screen on George. Edwards kicks to Towns. Back to Edwards. Stolen by George. And now the fast break. George with the ball. A 3-pointer off the mark. And it's Conley with the ball for Minnesota. Trailing by 13. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
Clippers winning this one easily. And David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll...
I smack clowns with mad style.
offensive end.
Here we go.
Grant, how much of that is the system?
Well, these teams have great systems, but ultimately it's about the players. The coaching takes you a long way, but it's a players' league. You need skilled guys who can execute your system, especially when you're in the playoffs.
All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Josh Okogie is out there with Kevin Durant, and it's Ayton in at the 5, down low. Now here's Conley. And count that, 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
And yeah, this is what you like to see from Towns, using his size and strength to make things happen.
Now here's Paul. Ayton with a screen. Pass to Okogie. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Sharp find by Paul, one of the best passers of all time.
Here's Conley. The kick out to Edwards. Towns a screen on Paul. Edwards for 3. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Yeah, what I appreciate about Ayton is that he wants to keep getting better. You have to be excited about his future.
Now here's Edwards, guarded closely. They swipe it. Releases. And it's Phoenix with another. Minnesota has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Conley against Paul. Towns down low. The kick out to Edwards. The 3 ball. Durant pulls it in.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes. And the move that really shook up the NBA world. I mean, Kevin Durant asking and receiving a trade out of Brooklyn. Now, with this team, he makes them a title favorite overnight.
It's Edwards with a drive. And Edwards slams it in.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Yeah, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. Paul doesn't go for him. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert. Towns with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. To the left wing. Gobert finds McDaniels. Here's Conley. Pass to Gobert. It's McDaniels on the wing. Outside Edwards. Shot clock at 6. Buries it from 3. Edwards has got 8.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Paul passes to Durant. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Left side, Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Banked it in off the glass.
And for Gobert, his offense continues to catch up with the elite defense. He's becoming a legitimate two-way threat.
Now here's Booker. Shot to stop the run. McDaniels with the rebound. Minnesota in the lead. Conley passes to Towns. Up and in on the layup. Towns has got his second basket.
What a beast inside. When Towns gets in tight, he's almost a sure thing.
Durant with a screen on Conley. Durant against McDaniels. Durant on the attack. And Durant with the big finish.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce. Now here's Conley. 50 seconds left in the opening quarter. Edwards for 3. Out to the wing. Towns for 3. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
Oh, you love to see that kind of vision from Gobert. As much attention as he draws from the D, there's bound to be an open man, and he just got to find him.
Now here's Paul. He's got 5. That's good from Paul.
And the leadership Paul brings to this team is so incredibly important. His teammates really rally behind him.
And here's Minnesota now. They're on a 12-4 run. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. And Edwards slams it in.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. And Chris Paul with the 3. Paul's got 10 points.
All too easy from the veteran Paul, sizing up the defense and pulling up with confidence.
Conley finds Towns. Back to Conley. Stolen by Booker. He got it up. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Anthony Edwards has been... And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Minnesota. On the court right now, second quarter for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. DeAndre Ayton is out there with Kevin Durant. And it's Okogie in at the 3 spot. Minnesota has gone 4 of 6 from three-point range thus far.
All right, here's a tip for the defense in this one. Avoid sending Chris Paul to the line at all costs because he will punish you if you do.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Outside Paul. Up and over Conley. That one off the back iron and out. Well, when it comes to free throw shooting, Paul is one of the best in the league.
Well, in 2021, he was the best in the league, hitting 93% of his shots he took from the stripe. You're simply better off letting him take the shot clean.
Booker no good.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now.
Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
One of the league's better floor generals, really over the last decade. Conley plays with an old-school pass-first mindset.
And the Suns call time here. Shamet, he's checked in for Chris Paul. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. Booker with a screen on Conley. Outside Booker. Back to Shamet. Clock at 6. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Timberwolves. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. Outside Conley. Outside Edwards. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And it's going to go on Devin Booker. The first free throw is good.
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
Pass to Okogie. And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Booker fires from way outside. Phoenix no good that time either. And you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But, Grant, is he willing to do the work?
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity. And he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can. Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
The Suns making a switch here. Craig's checked in. The Suns have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. On the wing, Durant. Oh, no good! Unable to end this run. Over to the left wing. Here's Prince. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, coach has to be thrilled. You can draw up all the X's and O's you want, but guys have to go out there and execute with enthusiasm.
Pass to Anderson. And finished off by Anderson.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Phoenix no good that time either.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Here's Alexander Walker. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Alexander Walker's got 5 now. Well, with roster sizes expanding and the addition of two-way contracts, the NBA has 100 more roster spots than around 12 years ago. RJ, how's that changed things in your mind?
Well, you just need so much more scouting and development, and you look at the different teams around this league, the ones that have continued success are the ones that are always able to find those diamonds in the rough. It's easy to get somebody good with a top 5 pick. Show me a team that can find somebody with the 30th or 35th pick.
Now here's Anderson. Off the mark there with a 3.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Phoenix making some changes. Biyombo, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. TJ Warren comes in for Durant. And it's Ross in for Devin Booker. Here's Ross. To the paint. And Biyombo slams it home.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Here's Anderson. The Suns getting their last shot to go. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Prince. With 1 on the clock. A slam dunk by Reed.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Anderson gets the bucket. And the Timberwolves lead by 15.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
That one goes. Count it.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Outside, Anderson. And the first half now in the books. Allie, as always, thank you. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Chris Paul having a dominant impact in this game.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half. Now here's Reed. Kicks it out to Anderson. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Phoenix is shooting a fantastic 57% for 3. Durant. The rebound by the Timberwolves. They led by as many as 18. On the wing, Noel. Pass to Reed. And out of bounds. The Suns will take it.
That was let's say that was an odd play. You don't see missed connections like that too often.
Trying to claw their way back into this.
And the best way to do that, minimize your mistakes and take good shots.
And Paul gets it to go.
No question, Paul is playing with real heart on offense. He is not afraid to carry the load.
Here's Alexander Walker. Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
And Chris Paul with the three. Paul's got 7 points for the quarter.
The consistency of Paul's three-point shot is really something. He is a real troublemaker at the arc.
Anderson with a screen on Booker. Pass to Anderson. Ooh, excellent D there from Ayton.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Something Kyle Anderson does well is put pressure on the ball. Not what you expect from bigger guys, but he's got good instincts and fine steals.
Now here's Anderson. And Minnesota calls time here. His ability to snatch the ball has even helped him secure a record, Richard.
Yeah, back in 2021, Kyle set the single-game playoff record for the Grizzlies with 6 steals. It was an impressive defensive effort for him, and trust me, he knows how to use his size and length very well.
And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. Back to Conley. Intercepted, and here they come. And he lays it in off the breakaway. Paul's got 9 points now in the second half.
So clever and decisive in transition. Paul is fantastic at keeping defenders guessing and off balance.
McDaniels finds Towns. Oh, it's stolen away. Ayton with it. To the left side wing. Jacks up a three. Paul shot is off. Minnesota has gone 6 of 9 from three-point range. To the inside. Gobert with it. And it's Paul picking him up. The kick out to Conley. Takes a three. Knocks it down from distance. Conley's got 6.
Just a smart offensive player. Conley is aware of when he should look to rise and fire. Woo, I love it.
The kick out to Paul. Back to Booker. 5 on the clock. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got 3 assists in the game.
It doesn't matter what you throw at him. Booker just finds a way to make it go in.
Over to the wing. Here's Gobert. Uses the glass on the layup. Give him 8 points now.
Always a good possession when you can get that kind of look.
Gobert against Ayton. Left side Conley. Outside McDaniels. Towns down low. Pass to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
And this is why Gobert shoots a high percentage, because he looks to finish with strength inside.
Phoenix calls timeout. And as the coaches draw up their strategies, the players staying hydrated with some Gatorade. That's key to keeping them at their best all the way up to the buzzer.
It really is. And every one of those players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
And the Suns going with a whole new group out there. And it's Warren missing. Minnesota's gotten 21 points so far from three-point land. They're 7 of 10. Conley finds Towns. Back to Conley. There's 49 seconds left in the third. Here's Towns. And it's good for 2. Towns has got 12 points in the game.
You know Towns' team is loving this. He's letting his natural scoring ability run wild on offense.
Out to Craig. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Ross against Edwards. Towns down low. Myst inside. Here's Shamet. He's guarded by Conley. Craig on the wing. With 4 on the clock. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Yeah, he was able to sneak it to the rim. Had enough room to get just like an easy layup.
For three, Conley. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
He does do a great job steering the ship for them out there and keeping the offense clicking.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. On the court for the Suns, getting the fourth quarter going. Torrey Craig out there with Bismack Biyombo. Then it's T.J. Warren. Then it's Terrence Ross. And it's Shaman in at the point. Now here's Edwards. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Here's Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Thick by Gobert. 6 to shoot. The offensive rebound. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
I love the ferocity from Gobert. Snagging that board and getting the putback, he wasn't going to be denied.
Screen by Durant. On the wing, Durant. Back to Booker. Edwards pulls it in. Minnesota has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Here's Conley. McDaniels finds Edwards. Oh, swiped away. And they're pushing it up. That shot off the mark. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. They led by as many as 18. Gobert up top. Right side McDaniels. Pass to Towns. Another steal. Durant for three. Edwards pulls it in. Edwards has got 4 rebounds in the game. Now Towns. Here's Gobert. Edwards, a pass to Conley. Gobert with a screen on Paul. Edwards for 3. Fires in the triple.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots. Like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Anthony Edwards.
And he really made his presence felt on the inside. Just so active and looking all game long for openings. And he found them by scoring a lot of baskets by slashing to the hoop.
Boy, we witnessed something special from him, and this crowd will remember it. When a player raises his game to this level, it earns him a lot of new fans. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Monty Williams was saying to his team. He let his guys know that he needs more from them to close this deficit. He said, quote, "We have to get something started. I know we're behind, but you are capable of taking this game if you still want it."
Thanks for that, Allie. Now here's McDaniels. Clock at 4. Launches a 3. Kevin Durant with a rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And again, it's the Suns missing.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
Towns passes to McDaniels. And stolen by Booker. Oh, they need this. And there's Paul. That one's good. On the assist by Booker. Paul's got 12 points here in the second half. Minnesota's gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Conley passes to Edwards. There's a minute 47 left in the fourth. Yet another steal from him. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. You gotta love it.
And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting 69%. I think they're even surprising themselves out there. McDaniels passes to Gobert. Nice move. And the layup is good. Gobert's got 4 points now in the quarter.
You have to love what Gobert is doing on the offensive end so far. Staying active and finding lots of ways to contribute.
For Minnesota, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Conley passes to McDaniels. And there's the drive. Here's Towns. Pass to Edwards. Another steal. Deflects the pass. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Now here's Durant. Launches it. And the Suns get another three.
This is an intelligent play call by Durant, shaking up the defense so he can find his angle.
Here's Conley. And Durant with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Durant. 52 seconds left in the fourth. And here's Edwards outside. Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Get him the ball anywhere close to the hoop. That thing is over.
It's Booker on the wing, guarded by Edwards. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And we have to take another look at that block.
What a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
And they recover it. Another shot. And right on target. And we've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Towns finds Conley. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's foul number 2 for him.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Conley passes to Edwards. Shot clock at 6. The kick out to Conley. The three.
Paul's a pesky defender, no doubt about it.
Gobert. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Phoenix ball.
And so it's Minnesota with the... All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. This is...
Smack clowns with mad style.
And in the past few years, we've seen more of an emphasis on depth from teams around the league, Steve.
Yeah, the reason why is, Kevin, the speed of the game is the reason. Health has been a big reason. And obviously, the deeper you are, the better you are and have a better chance of winning the championship.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Andre Ayton out there with Durant, and it's Octopi in at the small forward position. And so it's the Suns getting on the board first. Back to George, and stolen by Booker. And George gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Ball against Westbrook. Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
And this is CP3's game. He's all about trying to get his teammates involved.
Nobody near Leonard gets the three-pointer to fall.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Booker with a deep three. They get it back. Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
And George kicks to Covington. Back to George. Right side, Covington. Westbrook finds Leonard. That shot off. The Suns go the other way with it.
For decades, the Clippers were almost directionless, but they found their place in the NBA, becoming a franchise that competes in the West.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Crosses over, and George, here we go. And it's Paul George with the finish.
Insane move by Paul George, a high flyer who can create in midair.
Ball against Westbrook. Here's Octopi. Here's Durant. Paul outside. Ayton sets the pick for Paul. Sinks the triple. Paul's got 5 now.
It's a real challenge to contain Chris Paul off pick and roll basketball. Reason why he can pass it at an elite level and shoot it at an elite level.
Now here's Westbrook. George looking around. Outside Westbrook. 6 to shoot. Back to George. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Basket good. And the West, you know, is very difficult. But Steve, for the Clippers, how much of their success is tied to their identity?
Kevin, a lot of it. They become a hard-nosed team, hanging their hat on defense, playing together, making opponents earn everything they get.
And George.
Woo! Love it, love it. Slippery play by Paul George to get inside. He ends up right where he wanted to be for the shot.
Going inside. Here's KD. And then jammed down as he goes right over Ivica Zubac.
Putting a little creativity into it. Durant usually making it look easy, but not here.
Here's Zubac. The kick out to Westbrook. Dishes to George. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Suns leading by 6. And here's Booker from the arc. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 4 assists in the game. And George with the stuff.
What an athlete Paul George is, leaping up with such ease on those throwdowns.
Westbrook against Paul. Paul with the screen for Booker. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Already ahead by double digits, trying to run away and not look back.
Phoenix has gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Paul, no one around him. Bangs home the trifecta. Paul's got 8.
building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of this.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws. Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Took him no time at all on that one. 11 points in the game.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
If you love analytics, this is what this is all about. They favor the three ball. You can pile up points in a hurry.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Paul with the buckets.
The question is, why is Chris Paul so hot tonight? He recognized the hot hand, and it's him.
The shot by George, no good. Phoenix leading by 14. Booker against Zubac. And the dunk by Booker.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I'll tell you, this was their strategy coming in. They obviously identified a weakness there inside.
And so it's Phoenix with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Well, in my opinion, the way the three has been falling for them here early on, you have to think they'll keep firing away.
You also have to admire how they've challenged the defense inside, getting a lot of points in the paint.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the point. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter.
You know, intensity is what makes Russell Westbrook so special. He's relentless, and it's difficult for even great players to keep up with him.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Reason why momentum can flip so quickly. We see it time and time again, teams giving up big leads.
And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Suns. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Another three for Phoenix.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
You know why? Success breeds confidence, and he's certainly been successful from there, time and time again.
Well, and he breaks out the tomahawk. No soft finish there. Pure power.
Yeah, we could feel that one all the way over here. And Ayton stays with it.
And using that 7'5" wingspan, putting it back off the miss. One of Ayton's special.
Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Paul shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And home court advantage can give teams a huge lift. Greg, how different is it playing in front of the hometown fans?
It's huge. I mean, they give you energy. You don't want to let them down, so you tend to dig a little deeper when you're playing at home.
Westbrook kicks to Leonard. It's Covington on the wing. Back to Leonard. On the wing, George. 5 on the clock. Westbrook finds George. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. KD, that's for 2. Phoenix, no good that time either.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
George against Paul. Ayton in the corner. Phoenix, no good that time either. Clippers trail by 19.
And never say never, but we might never see another player who combines the length and guard skills of Kevin Durant. He's a player who completely breaks the mold.
The finish. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
It's just such strength on these finishes. When you foul Ayton, you really have to hit him to prevent the basket.
And when you think about Durant's singularity as a player, Steve Kerr said he's more gifted than Michael Jordan. Greg, what do you think of that?
Well, Steve's had a first-hand view coaching KD and playing alongside Jordan. He didn't say greater, but more gifted. I think it's a conversation.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor.
You know, no one produces like Paul George does. He elevates your team's abilities in any situation.
This is his first free throw of the game.
84%. That's what he was able to convert on a season ago from the line.
And so he hits both.
With that type of range and confidence, Landry Shamet's shooting is very important.
George against Ross. Zubac, that's good. Zubac has got 6 points. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. George against Ross. Over George. Ross, that's good.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Inside, George. Nice D from Warren.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Covington with the steal. And now it's Leonard running. Here we go. All the way. And finished off by Leonard.
Very active player. Covington is so good at prying the ball away.
Here's Craig. Rebound by the Clippers. George passes to West. Shamet with the steal. Outside Warren. 52 seconds left in the first half. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. Clippers trail by 18. Here's George. Ross grabs the board. Phoenix has gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. Now, here's Shamet. He's covered by Westbrook. Shamet kicks to Craig. To the inside. Leonard with the steal. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Leonard has a great feel for when the defender is just a little out of position.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Takes a three. Phoenix, no good that time either. Count that one. Leonard's got 11.
So many tools in the bag for Kawhi. Foul line down. He's very hard to stop.
And so it's Phoenix sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. Well, thanks, David. And we'll be...
47.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been a clinic by Chris Paul.
And it's something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Yeah, in the first half, he took on the role of playmaker. I think it surprised the defense a little bit. Gave this offense a different dimension.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Monty Williams. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the 3-slot. Off target from three-point range. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Clippers. They trail by 14.
Good aggression from KD on D, hustling to get a hand on the shot.
Pass to Paul. Booker, a screen on West. Paul for 3. Booker fires from way outside. The Clippers grab the miss. Here's Westbrook. That ball's nice speed that time from George. George has got 3 assists now in this one. And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. Landry Shamet's checked in for Paul. Suns leading by 10. On the wing, Booker, defended by George. Booker, the pass to Durant. From deep. Plumlee with the rebound. Clippers have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. George dishes to Covington. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. For Phoenix, they've gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Durant, no good. And they'd love to cut this deficit down to single digits. And George kicks to Covington. Now, here's George. Defense is right there. Makes it off the glass. George has got 14 points for the game. Phoenix has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Booker looking around. The pass to Octopi. It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Force them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
Booker, no good. Clippers trail by 8.
And Kawhi Leonard with multiple finals MVPs, putting him in elite company.
GA, not many guys have done it ever. The only other current players, KD and LeBron. That should tell you just how special the Claw is.
And the Suns call time here. Chris Paul, he's checked in for the Suns. Suns leading by 6. KD sets the pick for Paul. There's the drive. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
And Westbrook, here we go. And finished off by Westbrook.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
And it has them in a great spot to take the lead. They love to get a few stops now at the other end.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by Los Angeles.
Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Durant, and then Durant with the jam.
Totally unselfish play there from Ayton. Sends the ball to someone with a wide open look.
George passes to Covington. A shot's good on the assist by George.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
What I like during this run, they paid incredible attention to the details at both ends. That needs to continue.
And it's the way Ayton uses his body inside. It's what allows him to get so close to the basket.
The kick out to Westbrook. Into the lane. And George gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. Here's Shamet. We've got 1:13 left to play here in the third. From deep. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Westbrook dishes to Covington. And the dunk by Covington.
Getting to the rim, Covington has popped when he needs it.
Suns leading by 6. Shamet with it. 44 seconds left to play in the third. And it's Biyombo with the jam.
You need guys who are willing to make the next pass. Shamet doesn't rack up a lot of assists, but he's unselfish.
A nice shot by George.
You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
Craig with a screen on Westbrook. Shannon. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
This will be his third free throw shot of the game. And so Westbrook will bring it up for Los Angeles. 8-point game. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Ross grabs the board. It's tipped. 3 trips to the line so far for him in this one. That free throw good from Shannon. There's 10 seconds left here in the third quarter. Craig finds Ross. Leonard with the steal. And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. The Suns on top, up by 9. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the 1 spot. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Suns leading by 9. Shamet goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Leonard attacking, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
The dribble drive, yet another tool in Leonard's extensive arsenal, earns him a trip to the line.
And it's been an outstanding game for them at the free throw line, not missing their chances when they get them.
And Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor. Well, Phoenix shooting percentage, 59%. The offense is running smoothly. Paul outside, drives to the hoop. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
What an opportunity for Chris Paul to drive the basketball. He sees an opening and cuts inside.
Leonard finds Westbrook. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both teams trying to close out strong. These are the fireworks that fans came to see.
Booker with no one around cans it from downtown. And the Suns lead by 12.
And really, Booker is as lethal as they come from deep. Can't allow him to get into a groove.
The Suns have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Durant for 3. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Passes to Zubac. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Love the focus Leonard has at the arc. He won't take shots he doesn't like.
And here is Paul. Jacks up a 3. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Suns lead by 10. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. The drive by Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
Excellent footwork there. Booker so tricky on the drive. You can't predict what he's going to do.
Pass to Zubac. Sweet move. The shot's good on the assist by George.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
Suns have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. A minute 50 left in the game. Ayton inside. Zubac defending. Paul for 3. Unable to get that one. And the Clippers will come the other way. A three from Leonard. Rebound by the Suns. Ayton's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And it's Paul missing. Clippers trail by 10. And George, here we go. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That one on Ayton.
Fouling to try and stop the shot, but PG-13 with terrific body control makes him pay.
And it's Paul with the ball for the Suns. Pass to Octopi. Excellent D there from George. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. The pass to Zubac. Kicks it out to Covington. And Leonard has it in the corner. Fires the three. It falls. And now they trail by just 4.
I mean, unbelievable. It's one thing to be talented, but Kawhi is clutch as well.
Booker against George. To the paint. It's tipped. Leonard with the steal. And now run up the court. Leonard pushing it up. The three from George. They get the rebound. We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Now here's Paul. Six on the shot clock. Durant with a screen on West. Paul for 3. Phoenix no good that time either. Pass to Leonard. From deep three-point range. That one doesn't drop. And so it's Phoenix who scraped by with the win. They seem to relish their role. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
I smack clowns with mad style.
got a lot of talent in the backcourt for both of these squads, Clark.
Yeah, there's so many outstanding shot makers and playmakers in the backcourts across the league. I do believe it is clearly a guards league these days. All of these guys can light it up and will light you up. So clearly a shooters league is what you see most of now.
And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. And Minnesota has possession after the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago. Towns a screen on Leonard. McDaniels from long range. Covington grabs the board.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Leonard for 3. Here's George. It's blocked by Gobert.
A rangy defender with great defensive timing. I mean, why do you think they call Gobert the Stifle Tower?
Oh, they get a hand on it. And stolen by Covington. Here we go, all alone. And the jam by George.
Well, look, I mean, great anticipation on one end leads to points on the other.
Boy, there's not much defense available once a steal is made. That's the best time to attack on the break.
Edwards, a pass to Towns. And Towns slams it home.
How about this combo, guys? Part super athlete, part contortionist. Towns continues to impress.
And Clark, how about the progress of the Timberwolves?
Love what they've done, B.A. They put the pieces in place to be a playoff regular and still the youth to grow in the long term. That's a nice combination, especially when you look at a guy like Anthony Edwards. He's special, making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe, he's going to cash in more than not.
And the basket by Towns.
A good play ending with the right player. Big Cat, one of the best shooters we've ever seen at the center position.
Now here's George. 6 points for him. Westbrook outside. It's Covington on the wing. The three-pointer off the mark.
Kevin, you can understand the shot selection. I mean, he wanted to go back at him and just came up short on the triple.
Gobert with a screen on Westbrook for 3. Conley. Pure from three-point range.
A savvy playmaker with a great handle. Conley runs such a smooth pick and roll.
And a deep 3 from Leonard. And the Clippers miss again. Minnesota's gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. And stolen by Covington. In transition, here they come. Three-pointer. Back to Leonard. Out to Covington. From outside the arc. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the Clippers miss again. Minnesota in the lead. Outside Edwards. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Gobert passes to Edwards. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
Boy, great take by Edwards, making the correct decision in the pick and roll there.
Leonard for 3 after missing his first attempt. Now 1 for 2.
There's PG creating for a teammate. Terrific dime drop.
Outside McDaniels. Pass to Towns. McDaniels, a screen on Covington. And he throws it down with one hand.
Boy, in sync with his teammate on that possession. Well done by Towns on that pass. You know, when he referred to himself as the greatest big man shooter of all time, Karl Anthony Towns certainly raised some eyebrows and sparked some debate in the NBA fraternity.
For the finish, and Edwards slams it in.
Fellow Buckeye Mike Conley, one of the outstanding point guards in the league. His defensive prowess, superb. He's not afraid to go after steals, and he usually gets his share. And you know what? For me, these dunks show exactly how great an athlete George is. I mean, sometimes you're surprised that the basket doesn't come down with the force he punches it with.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Over his career, Kawhi has become a willing passer, one of his many improvements since being drafted in 2011.
Now here's Gobert. Back to Daniels for three. Drains the triple. McDaniels got 7 points.
Oh, you love to see that kind of vision from Gobert. As much attention as he draws from the D, there's bound to be an open man, and he just got to find him.
Westbrook, the pass to Covington. It's George on the wing. Here's Zubac. And a missed layup.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
They've also been quick to set up their teammates, wasting no time making the extra pass for the open look.
On the court for the Timberwolves, second quarter underway. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Conley in at the point. Now here's McDaniels. Edwards finds McDaniels. 6 on the shot clock. Towns with the ball. Lets the 3 fly. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound. Here's Westbrook. And finished off by Westbrook.
Wow, Westbrook, so athletic. He looked virtually unstoppable there.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Granted, it's a shooter's league, and we're seeing more and more big men float out to the perimeter and knocking them down.
Well, B.A., the game has evolved, and the shooting, particularly from the bigs, is fantastic. But, you know, I wish the bigs had a little bit more diversity. I don't mind shooting from the perimeter, but every once in a while, go mix it up and take advantage of your size mismatch in the paint.
And, you know, for Edwards, it's about hitting the 3 consistently. This will help take his game to the next level.
And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Pass to Towns. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. And that one falls for Towns.
Well, one of the ways you mark consistency is looking at a player's efficiency rating, and Cat is generally among the best in the league.
Now here's Covington. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. And the shot goes.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Conley passes to Towns. And Towns slams it home.
Yeah, we've seen Conley do this forever, running the point with precision.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, guys, with the yearly roster moves, it might be hard for the casual fan to keep track. But Commissioner Silver said it's a necessary side effect. He said, quote, "We tried to tie performance to pay in a closer way, and I think that's what you see with shorter contracts." Brian, more player movement has been the result.
Yeah, good point, Allie. Thanks. George passes to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Now here's Westbrook. Zubac passes to Westbrook. Leonard up top. Fades back. Here's George. Good D by Gobert. Minnesota's gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. And it's powered home by Towns.
You know, we all know Towns can do big numbers on offense, and it's great to see him this focused.
Edwards pulls it in. Minnesota has gone 4 of 8 from 3, a nice percentage. It's stolen by Leonard. George with it. He's picked up by Conley. Pass to Covington. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got rebound number 7 tonight. It's McDaniels on the wing. Gobert with a screen on George. Edwards for three. Oh, he gets it to go. So far, he can't miss. He's 4 for 4.
I tell you what, Edwards has a really nice, smooth release, and that shot looked in the moment it left his hand.
George's shot is off.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check, and it was maybe a step out of his range. Michael Conley with excellent vision on that pass.
To halt the run. That shot, no good. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert. And Mike Conley picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
A remarkable defensive play. The replay showing once again the tenacity on that end.
Such great timing. Defensive awareness, too. When you have to face a defender that can reject you like this, it certainly can change your approach.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Anderson's checked in for Gobert. Prince comes in for McDaniels. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Noel in for Conley. 3 on the clock. And George with the jam.
Oh, George really feeling it right now. Another bucket to his credit.
Here's Alexander Walker. Misses the 3. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Kicks it to George. And the jam by George.
Well, we know what a skilled passer Westbrook is, but you still got to appreciate that dime there. Very impressive.
Pass to Towns. The 3 is up. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Leonard for 3. It's been all about Carl. Okay, Allie, appreciate it.
Your Clippers, 25. The Timberwolves, 36.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. You know, Karl Anthony Towns has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard, a wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the 1. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
And, you know, some of the sequences and plays that George pulls off, just amazing when you consider how good this guy is, particularly handling the ball now.
Alexander Walker, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. And he makes the first.
At the line for the Timberwolves,
he's perfect from the line this time. George outside, pass to Covington. Zubac into the lane.
Really nice work here from Covington to draw the foul on his way up. He's got a real talent for drawing fouls and getting himself to the foul line.
First one falls for him.
Robert Covington. 2 shots.
Both good from the line that time. Minnesota's gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Here's Noel, and he drives in. Pass to Reed, beyond the arc. On target from range. Reed's got his first 3 points of the game.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
You know, Naz Reid initially went undrafted in 2019.
Hey, B.A., that happens to plenty of talented guys. The NBA is a hard league, and a lot of good players have to sometimes go through things to make it. Luckily, systems like the G League give players like Naz Reid an opportunity to grow and go there. So you keep growing like Reed did, and eventually you might find yourself in the NBA.
Here's Alexander Walker. They lead by their biggest margin of the game. It's at 15 points. To the wing, right side. Back to Anderson. Reed, a screen on Covington. Anderson for 3. That shot off. The Clippers go the other way with it. There's the three. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook. Minnesota has gone 7 of 14 from the perimeter in this one. Pass to Reed. Back to Anderson. Here's Noel. And here's Reed. Lets it go from deep. Paul George pulls down the board. Leonard for three. George passes to Leonard. And again, no good by the Clippers. Minnesota's gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves.
Substitution on the court.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Edwards for three. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it. That's serving it up on the platter there. What a nice pass. A high percentage look was the result.
Back to Towns. Down low. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
And this is why Gobert shoots a high percentage, because he looks to finish with strength inside.
George outside. For three, Covington. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Minnesota has gone 3 of 5 from downtown here in the second half. Edwards for three. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Westbrook. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time. Leonard's got 3 assists now in this one.
One thing you can count on with Westbrook, he is always in attack mode. That's 24/7.
Oh, George with a steal. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. Covington finds Leonard. Let's go with a three. And Russell Westbrook gets the three. Westbrook's got 5 points now this quarter.
You know, so often we see Westbrook with the ball driving or pulling up off the dribble. He can catch and shoot it just as well.
Inside. Here's Towns. The shot that time not on target. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Up and over Conley. The Clippers call timeout. You have to like what we're seeing from Karl Anthony Towns.
He just continues to deal damage inside. They've got to figure a way to slow him down.
The Clippers making a switch here. Plumlee's checked in. There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter. Kicks it to George. Plumlee against Gobert. Just 4 to shoot. Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
We've seen more than a few miscues from them tonight.
And I tell you what, more brain neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
From deep, Conley. And they get it back. It's McDaniels on the wing. Leonard defending. And Gobert with the stuff.
I love the ferocity from Gobert. Snagging that board and getting the putback, he wasn't going to be denied.
Leonard passes to George. Here's the three. Knocks down the triple. George has got 19 points. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for the Timberwolves. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point.
How about the work ethic of Anthony Edwards? Not to mention that linebacker build and the sweet shooting stroke, but what he wants most is to see his team succeed. That's what you love about AE.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
And left no doubt with that one, Grant.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
It's stolen by Leonard. It's George with the drive. No good that time. Some solid defense from Edwards. Conley with the ball. He's picked up by Westbrook. Edwards, a pass to Gobert. From deep, Conley. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist. Towns has got his 4th assist in this one. Pass to Covington. Westbrook left side. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Timberwolves. Minnesota shooting really well in this matchup. 62% from the floor. Now Towns. This one for 3. And another 3 for Minnesota.
You know what? You have bigs who can threaten you with the triple where you have to at least respect it. But when you think about Karl Anthony Towns, in multiple seasons, he's hit over 40% from 3.
Now here's Edwards. Back to Daniels. Pass to Edwards. Driving to the basket. Lays it up and banks it in. Edwards got 4 points in the quarter.
On the front foot, attacking the defense. This is Anthony Edwards at his best.
And there's Plumlee on the assist by Westbrook.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
Conley with the ball. To the middle. Pass to McDaniels. From behind the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc. And the Timberwolves lead by 21.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
Well, you know, that's exactly their plan here in the 4th. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
Now here's George. 3-pointer off the mark. Leonard against Edwards. Inside. The kick out to Conley. Right wing. Towns, a screen on Westbrook. Back to Towns. Clock at 6. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. On Robert Covington.
Textbook up fake there. Towns does a great job imitating his usual shot motion. Earns himself a trip to the line.
Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 4th quarter. George's shot is good. George has got 21 points in the game.
Not a lot of wings are willing to score inside like Paul George. I mean, part of why he's elite at his position.
Conley passes to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh?
Not when he can throw it down like that. Boom!
Here's Towns. The Clippers getting their last shot to go. Pass to Gobert. And the basket is good. That gives him a double-double.
And this is where you get Gobert the ball. With his size and length, he's so tough to stop from there.
That one drops for him.
And right from the get-go, they stood out as the better team. Their hunger to dominate and play for each other was outstanding for the Timberwolves.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Karl Anthony Towns.
Boy, I can't recall a play that he wasn't involved in. He was so involved in so many plays tonight. A force on both ends.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, you know, throughout this game, they've shot the ball extremely well from downtown. Their shooters are getting open and letting it fly.
Yeah, another thing you notice are all the assists. The ball just has energy, and everyone is getting involved.
Capable of finding his open guys, Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
It's nice they found their rhythm here, but the clock is just not their friend.
Now they're playing with urgency. They could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
Plenty of daylight on that shot.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback? Diminished.
They get the rebound. Leonard. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
I like when Kawhi forces the issue, making the defense compromise with the foul.
The free throw drops for Leonard. And Leonard drops them both. Now here's McDaniels. Out to the right wing. Towns for three. The shot, no good. And Los Angeles the other way now. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. For three, George nails it from three.
Just a drop in the bucket for PG-13. He will roast you from the corners if you let him.
Just let the clock run out.
Hey, it's time to celebrate.
Edwards for three. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exit.
And just one of the most complete players in the game today. George's two-way game and strong leadership traits are reasons why he's a star.
Outside Edwards. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Clowns with mad style.